Welcome back to Sunday Night in America. Both political parties are likely to use the economy to bolster their arguments for election. Republicans will point to inflation, pessimism about the future, rising interest rates, burgeoning debt. Democrats will say inflation is actually going down. Job numbers are going up, and the stock market is just about recovered. They can't both be right. So who wins if 2024 is really about the economy? Joining us now on the anniversary of the so-called Inflation Reduction Act is a member of the Senate Finance Committee, Senator and Dr. John Barrasso. Welcome, Senator. It seems strange to me that both political parties think the economy is a winning electoral argument. Who do you think is right and why?
Well, Republicans are right, Trey. Thanks for having me. Look, the headline is this: high prices are here to stay, and the American people know who caused them. It's Joe Biden and the Democrats. And they're out there celebrating it. This is a disaster for so many people all across the country. They call it Bidenomics. The shorthand for Bidenomics is you pay more and you get less. I was at the state fair in Wyoming, in Douglas, Wyoming, and everyone is talking about the cost of things. The price of groceries continue to go up. The price of gasoline continues to go up, and people are having a harder and harder time keeping up. And the way the American people see Joe Biden on this is actually his numbers are very low. Remember, Bill Clinton used to say, it's the economy, stupid. What the American people are saying to Joe Biden is, it's the inflation, stupid, but he's not doing anything about it.
All right, Senator, you went to medical school, so you understand these things a lot better than an old country lawyer. This is what vexes me. There's a new poll out that says most Americans feel good about their own financial situation, but they do not feel good about the overall economy. So I'm trying to square those seemingly incongruent beliefs that I may be okay, but I'm really worried about the overall economy or maybe my neighbors. How do we square that? And do you think that people are going to vote based on their own situation or their perception of where the larger economy is come next November?
Well, 3/4 of American, Trey, say the country is heading in the wrong direction. And if people vote on that, it's going to be a very good year for Republicans. In terms of Joe Biden and the economy and Bidenomics, only 1 in 5 say that it's helping them. Twice as many say it is making their life worse. When you take a look at the 3 basic fundamental truths about this whole Bidenomics thing, is that all of this inflation, prices shot up when the Democrats spent lots of money recklessly. And then they're coming after us with all these regulations. They want to regulate just about every room in your house, from the stove in your kitchen to the car in your garage. And interest rates are way up, 40-year high. If you're trying to borrow money to buy a house, look, these are grim facts that are hurting people's families. And yeah, I saw the Secretary of Treasury say people are happy with things. They are not. And now you may have seen last week, Joe Biden said, well, all these bills, it's not about inflation, it's about the climate. And that's what he told some donors in New Mexico just this past week.
We have a debate coming up Wednesday night. I'll bet you that every one of these candidates, potential nominees, thinks it's a problem. And I'll bet you that not a single one of them is going to talk about reforming the entitlements or what we call mandatory spending. So how do we have fiscal responsibility, as you alluded to on the Senate floor, without tackling mandatory spending? And is there the political will to do so?
Well, I think you have to address those, and the candidates ought to address that. You also ought to talk about what we can do to get the economy moving in a positive way. And to me, it's cutting back on so much of this reckless spending, and Republicans will do that. It's eliminating this chokehold of government regulations, which will do that. And it's about unleashing American energy. I hope these candidates talk about what I'd refer to as the hidden Americans, the people that go to work every day. They are all wide awake, and I think they're going to be paying close attention to who's going to do something to make their lives better, not the extreme liberal left.
Senator John Barrasso from the great state of Wyoming, thank you for joining us on a Sunday night. Look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Thanks for having me, Trey. Thank you.